Quick, your in-laws, your boss, your church group is stopping by in 15 minutes. Is your house ready? If the answer is no, then this video is for you. Today, I'm sharing 5 quick tips on how to have a clean house at all times. And make sure you stick around to the end because I have a 6th bonus tip that never fails. Welcome back to Martin-MadeTV, inspiring life, home, and style. Hey, I'm Kim from Martin-MadeTV and MartinMade.com. Thanks so much for clicking on today's video and welcome. If you're new, please consider subscribing. This channel is all about home decor, interior design, organization, and productivity. So if that's what you're into, stay tuned. I don't know. Maybe it's my rebellious nature, or maybe it's the fact that I don't really love cleaning, though I do love to have a clean house. There's a difference. But it always drives me crazy and stresses me out to no end when company's coming over and it feels like I have to spend my entire weekend, entire day, entire life deep cleaning my house. I don't like it. I absolutely hate it. I know it's a silly pet peeve, but it's a real one for me nonetheless. So over the years, I've learned and picked up a few daily habits that I like to do to make sure that my house stays clean looking, not like deep clean. You know, this does not replace the deep clean, but that it stays clean looking and presentable at all times. This takes all the stress out of preparing for house guests. And as they say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. My first tip is to stay organized. Pretty simple. But if you make sure you have everything in your house in a spot, or it has a designated spot, designated place with bins and baskets as I like, and I'll actually link an organization video up in the eye for you. But if you have your home generally well organized, where everything goes into a spot and it kind of gets out of sight, out of mind, that is certainly key for making sure your house looks put together or looks well organized and clean. Tip number 2 will be to clear your surfaces. That means countertops in the kitchen, in the bathroom. That means the dining room table. That means the entryway table. That means the coffee table. All of your flat surfaces, make sure they're cleared. Cleared of junk mail, clear of clutter, clear of all those random things that really do end up there throughout the week. Just go through every night or every morning, whichever one suits you best, and just pick up those little things that don't belong. Put them in a bin or a basket. I'm into bins and baskets, but put them back where they belong. And if you do this as a daily habit, it doesn't feel so overwhelming, because those 3 things that piled up on Monday is different from 3 things every single day of the week, which would be like 21 things, then that feels a little more overwhelming. But establish the habit of clearing your surfaces every day. My third tip in that same vein is to dust your surfaces every single day. Now, I don't mean like pull out the spray bottle and the microfiber cloths and all that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Swiffers. You know what I mean, Swiffers. Those things are genius. I really wish there was a way that was a little more environmentally friendly, like it doesn't create so much waste, but I really haven't found anything as good as your just general standard Swiffer to go over those tables, to go over the countertops, to go over the entryway console or whatever it is. Even the mirrors, just take a Swiffer to it and wipe it down. Luckily, and I thank God, I have kids, so I can kind of give them chores, and that's one of the chores that they do. They'll dust all the surfaces, and it's super easy for young kids to do, and it's something that they can do every single day. And it stays on top of all of the dust that does accumulate over time, and it helps your space to look clean and picked up and put together all the time. There's also another part of tip number 3. It's almost like 3A. I would say to focus on dusting or sweeping your floors also, especially if maybe you have dark colored floors. They don't hide dust so well. So get yourself one of those electronic sweeper vacuum thingies. I bought one from Walmart, I believe it was, for about 16 bucks. My daughter, that's actually one of her chores. She plugs it in and she sweeps the entryway hallway. She sweeps up the kitchen floor. It's really easy, takes less than 5 minutes, but it's something to really stay along the same veins of keeping your surfaces clear and dusting your house. My 4th tip to always making sure your house looks well put together and company ready is to empty your sink. Clear out the sink. When you don't have a ton of dishes sitting in it, it looks clean. Maybe it's in my mind. It can't just be me. But I feel like as long as your surfaces are clear in the kitchen and your sink is cleared out, it looks clean. Guarantee it. So get in the habit daily of emptying out the sink. If that's something you would do in the mornings before maybe you go to work, that's what you're into. But I prefer to do it at night before everybody goes to bed. I just empty out the kitchen sink, load up the dishwasher. Everything looks nice, clear, and sparkly in the morning. And it stays that way, or at least should stay that way for most of the day until dinner time the next day. And my fifth tip is to make your house smell fresh. If you know me, if you've been hanging around this channel for a little bit, you know that I'm into home fragrance. It's just something I'm into. But if you're not into smelling different scents, maybe they upset your I don't know, maybe they give you headaches or allergies or whatever else, that's perfectly fine. But do some things that can eliminate odors in the air. That can be something like using a fragrance lamp. I've talked about it on this channel before, and I'll link that video in the eye. But a fragrance lamp, if it burns alcohol, and you can look into this, I'll put some links down below also. But if you burn alcohol in it, it actually does help to pull odors out of the air. So it keeps your space smelling fresh. It may not smell like something, but it smells like nothing, if that makes any sense. So it takes all of the odors out of the air to make it smell fresh, clean, and clear. And last but not least, my bonus tip. Tip number 6 is fresh flowers. I think they just look nice. This isn't even for fragrance or anything. They just look nice. It looks like your house is well put together. If you have a beautiful bouquet on your dining room table or in your entryway hallway, it looks really good and really put together, like I said. So your house always looks company ready. And that's it. Those are my 5 top tips plus the bonus tip for keeping your house looking clean at all times. I'll list anything down below in the description box that I might have mentioned today that you could find interesting. And also, if you did find these tips helpful, please consider liking the video. Leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts. Let's talk about it. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.